Our next race is in Senate District 7, which is contained entirely within the city of Duluth, except for one precinct in Upper Kenwood and one precinct in Duluth Heights, which are in District 3. Democratic incumbent Roger Reinert is not running for re-election, making this an open seat. And running to replace him in the Senate is current State Representative Erik Simonson, running on the DFL ticket.
Hello. My name is Erik Simonson, and I currently serve as your state representative, serving both Central and the West Side of Duluth. This fall, I am running as the DFL and Labor-endorsed candidate for the open Senate District Seat 7, which represents nearly all of Duluth. I am running because I want to be able to continue representing all of you and this great city, and to continue building upon the significant accomplishments made in my first 4 years in the Minnesota legislature. Despite the frustrations, and yes, I share them equally with all of you, of not getting a public infrastructure bill done in the waning moments of the 2016 legislative session, I am incredibly proud of the work we did accomplish since I was first elected in 2012. Minnesota is now near the top of many lists, top lists of places to live, to raise a family, start a business, and access quality education. For the first time in over a decade, Minnesota has a structurally balanced budget, with actual surpluses predicted into future bienniums. Gone is the pattern of repeated deficits, replaced with a far fairer and properly balanced tax system. This was a challenging but necessary step to take in 2013, and I was proud to be part of that solution. We have invested in statewide all-day kindergarten for our public schools, and just last year put another $25 million into pre-K, allowing over 3,300 4-year-olds across the state to attend free, high-quality education programs aimed at reducing the achievement gap. But there is so much more work to do. We must come together and implement a long-term progressive transportation plan that invests in not just roads and bridges statewide, but in transit systems for metro areas and for greater Minnesota. We cannot allow party politics to hold our state captive. Our infrastructure needs our attention. We must pass a significant statewide bonding bill in the first few months of the 2017 session, creating jobs and new opportunities for all of our respective communities. We must invest strategically in economic development programs, renewable energy initiatives, and higher education solutions designed to reduce the student debt load. And we absolutely have to work to reduce the graduation achievement gap, the minority and gender wage gaps, and find meaningful resolutions that allow children to be successful regardless of the zip code that they happen to live in. I am proud of my work the past 4 years, and I hope to earn your trust and support in the election for the Minnesota Senate this November. Thank you.
The Republican running for the open Senate District 7 seat is Donna Bergstrom.
Greetings to you. My name is Donna Bergstrom, and I'm humbled and honored to present myself as a candidate for State Senate District 7. With your support, we can send a new voice and a new perspective to the State Senate, a voice that is inclusive, respectful, and honest, a strong voice that will speak out against special and metro Minnesota interests that in turn leave greater Minnesota behind. I retired right here in Duluth in 2010 as a lieutenant colonel from the United States Marine Corps Reserves, having served over 20 years on and off active duty as an intelligence officer. I have been entrusted with some of our nation's most sensitive secrets and understand the threats of violence being waged against our citizens here in our great state and across the country today. I understand that we live in the home of the free because of the brave. I understand that freedom comes as a commitment to our Constitution that was forged out of compromise and with a view to higher ideals. Having been raised just down the road in Carlton, Minnesota, I am happy to be back to the community that I know and love. I am an enrolled member of the Red Lake Nation and received a resolution of support of my campaign. I entered this race because I share your concerns over high taxes, education, healthcare, veterans care, lack of credibility in government, just to name a few of the issues. No one individual serving in state legislature can fix all that is wrong, but together we can move in the right direction. That direction includes improving the graduation rate for all of our students, but in particular for American Indian students who graduate at 50%. That's half of our students, making Minnesota second worst for Native graduation rates in the nation. We can do better. That direction involves tackling the problem of substance abuse that is destroying our communities and families. That direction involves protecting our constitutional freedoms, including freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to defend our family and ourselves. I'm running to represent overlooked populations and the disadvantaged, such as those of our veterans community and other voices that aren't often included in the conversation, while ensuring that Duluth is a welcoming place for businesses and families. I'm running because our Second and 10th Amendment rights are under attack. We need to resist the continued intrusion into our lives of the federal government on a personal and state level. I'm running because I believe we all know better how to manage our lives, money, and welfare than the government. The status quo mentality is hurting our families. Minnesota ranks worst in the nation for out-of-home placement rates for our Native American children, despite federal and state laws intended to do otherwise. This is a pivotal election. Remember, we can cross-ballot vote here in Minnesota, allowing us to vote for a person over the party. I am running for you, and I intend on putting people over party. Thank you for your time and kind attention. I believe an elected official should be a leader for our community. I am that capable, knowledgeable, and inclusive leader.